The hunt for the machinist continues in Superman 35, the latest issue in the epic Superman run from writer Jeff Johns, artist John Romita Jr., and Klaus Janson. I got invited inside of Janson's studio for a peek at his process.
Jeff sends all the scripts ahead of time, and he's been very, very good with that, by the way. And I've worked with John for so long at this point that, we're sort of symbiotic almost. I'm a parasite on his back in a sense.
You also worked on The Dark Knight Returns. Tell us a little bit about that process and how it feels being far away from that, but then being in the midst of Superman right now.
I was reading an article with Ben Affleck the other day, and he was talking about it, and he was just saying how much that book had affected the Chris Nolan movies and the Superman Batman movie that Zack Snyder is doing and that he's doing. I always think that being the inker on Dark Knight Returns will be on my tombstone. That'll be the thing. And I've tried very hard to make sure that there's at least another line. I'm hoping that Superman will be the other line.
What has been kind of the reaction for you seeing this Superman comic come out? Because it really is a revamping of the character.
Well, you haven't seen anything yet, by the way. There's a lot of stuff coming up that I think will surprise a lot of people. This issue, the one that I'm working on now, which is number 36, is so well done and so intense and so full of pencils and lines. I'm thinking to myself, that this page will take me, a week to ink. I'll show you one of those pages that. Look.
What?
That is, going to take a while.
What was your response with? Because this is his original penciling, right?
Yes. With John, the thing that works best is brush. I find that with the brush that it allows a much larger and greater language to express what it is that you're trying to convey. This is from 35, just as a measure of how much work John is putting into this. He did this sequence twice, and the other version, they were standing vertically instead of at an angle. And we wound up using both of them. I think we used this one for the comic book, and this one we used for an advertisement. I love this in particular. This was from 34. All of these blast lines, we call these blast lines, were done with a ruler and a brush. Even these little flecks are done with a razor blade, where I cut into the paper.
Whoa!
We're going for precision. We're going for the best possible work that we can do.
So speaking of taking things to a whole nother level, how about a DC All Access host doing a tiny bit of inking on one of these?
All right, let's see what we got here. You can put a dot there.
Okay.
This is
So exciting.
Okay, go.
Just a dot on his face.
That's right.
Guys, when this page comes out, I did some of the inking.
That dot is by Tiffany. Absolutely brilliant.
I think there's a new career in my future.
You're hired.
Superman number 35 is on shelves now. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you guys subscribe to DC All Access for more insidery goodness.